Hi guys, and welcome back to another video, and welcome to the 7-day body feint challenge. In this 7-day body feint challenge series, you'll be learning 7 different body feints to be able to beat defenders in a 1 versus 1 situation. Body feints are one of the most simple ways to beat defenders 1v1 in football, because all you need to beat a defender in a 1 versus 1 situation is just to get them off balance, and body feints are the most easy and effective way to do that. In each video, we'll be learning and breaking down each body feint step by step and getting tons of exercises that helps you to master that single body feint. And at the end of this 7-day series, you'll be feeling much more confident on the pitch in those 1 versus 1 situations, and you'll see a huge difference in your confidence. So let's get into the video and let's learn what body feints we can do to beat defenders 1 versus 1. For day 3 of our body feint challenge, we're going to focus on the flick feint. The flick feint is a very simple body feint because all you're doing is that you're flicking the ball above the defender's toes. So you want to attack the defender straight, drag the ball sideways with the inside of your foot, and then once they put their foot in to try to win the ball, you will flick the ball above their toes and attack into the opposite space. This body feint is a great body feint for wingers especially that are trying to create space to cut inside to either shoot or create space for other teammates. Now let's talk about the tutorial of doing this body feint. For the first step, you want to be making sure that the ball is between your toes and that your strong foot is glued to the ball. For the second step, you want to make sure that your strong foot is outwards as much as possible. Then you want to lean in the direction of your fake, lift your foot above the ground, and slightly push the ball in the direction of your fake. And as you drag the ball, you want to hop beside the ball. It is crucially important to hop beside the ball because a lot of players make the mistake of hopping behind the ball, and in result they're off balance and they're unable to change their direction into the opposite way. So you want to lean, lift your foot above the ground, push the ball in one direction, hop beside the ball, and once you hop beside the ball, you want your feet together. And you want your small toe to slightly go under the ball because you want to lift the ball with that small toe. And then once the defender puts their foot in, you want to flick the ball slightly above their toes and exploit the space. The first exercise that we're going to be doing to practice our body feint is to just master and practice the transition between your foot being outwards and your foot coming inwards. So if you notice in this body feint, you're dragging the ball in one direction with your foot being outwards as much as possible, and then bringing that small toe under the ball and having your foot inwards once you drag that ball in the direction of your fake. So in this exercise, all you're doing, you're not tapping the ball, all you're doing is that you're hopping and you're practicing that transition. So you're practicing the feint of having your foot outwards and then your foot coming inwards and going under the ball. You can practice it with your strong foot and your weak foot. However, if you're a more beginner player, I definitely recommend that you only practice with your strong foot. Another factor that really sells this body feint to the defender is the momentum of your body. So as you're doing the fake, make sure that you really drop your shoulder low to the ground so that the defender gets faked. So you not only want to drag the ball in that direction, you also want to make sure that your opposite shoulder drops low to the ground just to make sure that the defender baits into the challenge. The next exercise is very similar to the previous exercise, except this time you're practicing the body feint now with the drag. So you're adding the drag to your exercise. You're dragging the ball with the inside of your foot, having your foot outwards, and then you're bringing your foot on the other side of the ball, having it inwards. A crucially important point of doing this part of the body feint is to always make sure that your small toe gets under the ball and you lift that ball above the defender's foot with your small toe. If you lift it above their foot with any other part of your foot, then you're going to not have a clean contact on the ball, and in result, you're going to lose the ball. you've got to make sure that that small toe gets under the ball to have a clean contact. And for our final exercise, we're practicing the flick up part of the body feint. So all we're doing in this exercise is that we're flicking the ball above the ground and we're practicing that final execution of the body feint, which is crucially important to be done cleanly because you want to escape from the defender once you off balance them, and you want to make sure to flick the ball above their toes. So you want to alternate feet every time you flick the ball up just to be comfortable of doing the move in both sides.